Good morning, all. Good morning, all. Been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. It's been nearly 6 months. Yeah, it's been 6 months since I last did YouTube. So yeah, how you all doing? How you all doing? I know it's been 6 months. I know that some people come at me in the comments saying, "Oh, you're the Tyson Fury of YouTube. I knew you'd be back," etc., etc. But yeah, I'm back. I missed in my honest opinion. I do miss in my honest opinion on whether it's Catterall, Liverpool, England, F1, darts, or Watson. I just missed it too much in my honest opinion. I've made opinions. I've made comments on YouTube. Let's get into the comments. Is everything okay? Is everything okay? Let me know in comments, because I will check in a minute. And my queen says, "Welcome back, big man. The bad man is back. The bad man is back." Mr. Honesty is back. Yeah, you could say Mr. Honesty is back. So just give me a second. I'll try and hope it comes up. Just give me a second to see if everything's okay. I'll be right back. Good. Everything's good. It's nothing now. Typical. Yeah, that is. No. It's not like that. It's not like that. I mean, well, my team in League One and Newport are in League. I don't know what Newport are doing in League Two at the moment. I don't know what they're doing. They win one game and then they lose the next game. I don't know what Newport are. I think they're just a fucking world torture. Imagine supporting Newport, honestly. They win one game, then I don't know. We're quite similar. Because we batter Bolton. We batter Bolton away from home, and then we fucking lose to a team around us, yet Northern. By the way, we do use the Northern a lot, but I'm not complaining about that. But bloody hell, which probably leads me on to the first thing. Which obviously the channel introduction will obviously be the same as usual. Same as I did last time, but I'm listening to cram it into one live stream just to help me blend in with work and life. Well, with life and work, because when I was doing it last time, I was doing like videos every day, and I just thought, well, just do it as a live stream, because just cram it into one, because I don't really care. I don't really care about YouTube, to be honest with you. I don't care about YouTube like fucking these herbers like Yuka, for example. I mean, I'm already back. You know, I'm already back when I'm calling people out. We got people like Yuka saying, "Oh, why no people watching?" I could not give a crap about how many people are watching. Honestly, I could not give a crap. I know I do look a bit tired because of work, etc. 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. shifts can be fucking deafening. But I mean, seriously. Next minute we might see Yuka. On fucking Misfits. Who knows? Might see him on Misfits. Imagine that. Imagine seeing him on Misfits. Misfits Boston. Honestly, I do not care about YouTube. I don't care about subs, views. That's not why I bloody quit. I quit because I wanted to focus on work and life. And now I found a way where I can put this, can this into work and life by doing it like once a week, sort of thing. It might not be once a week. It might be, who knows? It might be a couple of live streams a week. Who knows? Just when I can basically do a live stream and I'm not rushing about. So yeah, it'll be the same as usual, same as last time. It'll be content. Well, it'd be a live stream week. Just basically catching up on the latest going on to Catterall, Liverpool, England, F1, boxing and darts. So I will be live for the next hour or so because I will be done through the latest going on in like each topic sort of thing. So, but yeah, that's basically my channel introduction. Not pissing about, to be honest with you. I care about foods and stuff as I want to make this full-time fantasy. Well, that's fair enough. But that's fair enough for you. But I don't cry about it. It's something I keep to myself. And obviously, you're becoming more professional. You're becoming more professional about it. I mean, that's not a criticism of you the last time. I mean, you can do whatever you want on YouTube. Well, just don't take it too far. Just don't take it too far by then your backside out and all that. I mean, that's taking it too far. But obviously, misfits do that all the time. So that's obviously what you don't do on the YouTube sort of thing. So yeah, but that's basically the channel introduction. And we'll start off with my team, Carlisle United. Yeah, a bit of a catch up. Yes, Stone Nuns and Carlisle United away to Portsmouth this weekend. Recently suffered a defeat at home to Yeton Orient, and we tore Yeton Orient in the FA Cup. I mean, that's the typical Carlisle way, because I'm quite shocked that we didn't get Holiday, to be honest with you, because it seems to go playing Holiday, even though we got promoted that season, we can't fucking get away. We can't get away from our nemesis team in Holiday. So we are away to the only unbeaten team left in League One and top the table Portsmouth. One of my tips, by the way, one of my teams who I had to go up, I had them to go up by the playoffs this season, Portsmouth under Tom Bassino. We've also got the Tom Pietek takeover. The Pietek takeover of Carlisle United is meant to be, the deadline is meant to be this week, between the 14th of October to the 20th of October. And the final thing is, will we stay off after promoting that season? So far, Carlisle's season to League One, it's what you expected, really. It's what you expect. I mean, it's what I expected. I did not expect it to be fucking all plain sailing. I expected us to be around where Dayson Zone, above the where Dayson Zone. I mean, the teams that are coming up are always going to find it tough on Stevenage. Stevenage, who I had to be the best team to come off from League Two to have the best season out of the youth promoted clubs with the signings they've made. Harry Anderson, unreal signing for League One. For Stevenage, miserable unreal signings. The worry for Stevenage was probably using the strikers to Finsbury, wasn't it? Danny Wars and it was the other one, Norris. I think it was Norris. But Steve Evans, man. We can all take the piss out of Steve Evans about his way, because I've done that numerous times when he's come to Carlisle, where we have to extend the tunnel for Steve Evans just so he can fit through it. We can all take the piss out of him, but he knows these needs, man. He knows these needs. Obviously, recently got beat up Blackpool 3-0. I think Stevenage are now starting to feel the top off now, which is probably expected. I don't expect Stevenage to be top 7, but I expect Stevenage to be mid-table. But as for us, it's what I expected, really. It's not going to be... You can't expect us to have the season like that season, where it was a miracle. It was a miracle last season, let's be real. We've won the lowest budgets in League 2. And one of the favourites to go down. It's a miracle what Paul Simpson's done. Paul Simpson's already at Edson, man. He's already got for us. He already deserves a statue for us. And Paul Simpson, if he does the takeover, if he does fully backed Paul Simpson, I'm not going to say we're going to fucking piss off the Eid and do off the Eid. I think that will put us in a better place to keep it sensible. That will put us in a better place we can finally get our number one TARDIS, because, let's be real, we haven't got our number one TARDIS in the transfer window. Paul Simpson would have wanted better players, trust me, better players than we got now that we brought in. But we have to settle for like plan Bs and alternatives, unfortunately. And what's done one for? I mean, it's not what's done one for Carlisle. What will happen is a proven goal story. Because I've been in every game so far, we've not really got battered at all. We haven't got battered. We competed. The Yeton Orient game at home, that was an awful performance from us. That was awful. Never looked like stalling. Yeton Orient should have really battered us, in my opinion. Because they had chances to score even more goals, in my opinion, Yeton Orient. But we don't help ourselves sometimes. I mean, away to Port Vale, a goalkeeper mistake by Raquel Anderson, who is fucking useless, by the way. Who is useless. Where the hell did he get him from? Oh, yeah, on loan from Reading. I mean, Reading were happy to loan him out towards. And people will be like, oh, but Chris, he's 22 years old. He is young. Fuck that. Fuck the age. Fuck the age. I don't care if he's 22 years old. You learn to be a goalkeeper at a young age. There's young goalkeepers who are fucking unbelievable. Goalkeepers that are quite young at their age. Honestly, they are. But he's useless. He needs a new career. Quickly, Raquel Anderson. Lucky you got Thomas Hoy back in. I mean, Thomas Hoy made a fucking mistake against Yeton Orient. Coming out for the Yeton Orient goal, where I think it's Suyutu who stole for Yeton Orient, just went past him. But you have to say the defenders were asleep as well, not just Thomas Hoy. So, but yeah, I prefer Thomas Hoy all day long for me. Because if he had Anderson, then it would have been more goals for Yeton Orient, trust me. Thomas Hoy gets harshly scapegoated, in my opinion. He got harshly scapegoated that season because sometimes he did drop the ball, but I think Thomas Hoy got 20 plus clean sheets in Year 2 that season. Tells you all you need to know, in my opinion. But it's annoying because we have competed in every game so far. Apart from the Derby and the Yeton Orient games at home, where I thought, yeah, Derby deserved to win and Yeton Orient deserved to win because we didn't test them enough. We are competing in every game so far, and we do get ourselves down because away to Port Vale, I don't think they are that good, in my opinion. Port Vale, we lost to a penalty, to conceding the penalty, thanks to Anderson. So I don't help ourselves at times, to be honest with you. And it will just be typical Carlisle, right? It will just be typical Carlisle if we get a result at the best team in the league, Portsmouth. It'll be typical Carlisle, honestly. Honestly, typical Carlisle. It's worth a punt, honestly. It's worth a punt on those standing result at Portsmouth. Because it's the Catterall way for you. Carlisle always turn up against the top teams, and then against the teams around us that you expect us to beat, we don't do it. It's a bit like England. Bit like the country England in tournaments where we beat the teams around us, but it's obviously the opposite direction, where England beat the teams around them. But when they come up against someone with a real threat, we bottle it. Simple as that. So realistically, I don't expect to get anything at Portsmouth. Away to Bolton, I expected us to get battered, and we didn't. We fucking won 3-1, and we actually battered Bolton. So I don't think we will get battered. If we do use the Portsmouth, it will be by like a 2-0 or something like that, because we are quite solid defensively. We do make an odd mistake at times, but we'll probably use like 2-0 or 3-0 at best to Portsmouth, if I'm being honest with you, if we do use it then. Which I don't think we will. I've seen it before with Catterall. I've seen it before. I think Carlisle will get a result. I'm not putting us to win. I'm going to say a 1-1 away at Portsmouth. And what a away day that's going to be at Portsmouth, Fratton Park, a classic, a dud old stadium, dud historic stadium as well, away to Portsmouth. A long trek of course. We have got Burton Albion at home in midweek as well. But our next 3 Saturdays are going to be long trips, away to Portsmouth, away to Cambridge, and away to United Orient in the FA Cup. Absolutely killer trips for Catterall, honestly. But I mean, look at the fans we brought. Look at the fans we brought at Bolton. Was it 4,000 fans we brought at Bolton? Unbelievable. One of the best away days, honestly. One of the best away days. I mean, I couldn't believe what I was watching away at Bolton. The way we battered them, honestly. Jordan Dibson hat-trick. Jordan Dibson, by the way. Jordan Dibson, who struggled with us in Year 2. Who struggled with us in Year 2. And so far, he's been our best player in Year 1 this season. Which says a lot, because Owen Watson, who had interest in the summer from the Issac Chamberlain, who's our valuable asset, I don't think he's been that good this season. He hasn't lived up to the standards of last season for me. And I'm not trusting it on goals and assists either for Owen Watson. I'm not trusting it on that. I'm trusting it on set pieces are wasteful at times as well in recent games. I mean, maybe it's a contract talk. Maybe it's a contract talk with Owen Watson. That's probably why it is. It's probably the contract talk with him. So, but we've got players, right? We have got players that will compete in games. But it's no good competing in games if you haven't got the cutting edge, in my opinion. Which is put the ball in the back of the net. Our best striker is Jordana. He's well experienced in these EFL games, but he's getting on. He's getting on now, Jordana. Sean McQuire, he's more for, he'll put pressure on the opposition defence, but again, he hasn't really got that cutting edge. Upcans, I don't know what Upcans is. We got him on loan from Crystal Palace. He'll put pressure on the defence, but is that all he does? Probably is. That's probably all he does. Trust Coyote. Coyote's currently out injured. He's probably a big miss because of what he offers in terms of aerial threat for Trust Coyote. We got him for a third loan spell on loan at Catterall as well. We all remember him under Chris Beach. But yeah, I mean, you could count Wayne Atkinson. I had Wayne Atkinson as my one to watch this season for Carlisle. I thought he would kick on from that season. I mean, I can put this to me, mate. I can put a curtain back up now, hopefully. Is that better? Oh, fucking hell. Fucking sun's fucking... Pretty sun's in the eyes, man. It's fucking comedy for some people. There we are. Much better. But yeah, that's going to be comedy for some people looking at that. But yeah, I thought Wayne Atkinson was going to be my one to watch this season for Carlisle. I thought he would kick on in that season. I thought he was unlucky with injuries, but he still hasn't kicked on, has he? And I don't know if it's an attitude thing because he has been dropped recently. Well, it was dropped start of the season for some games because of his attitude in training. And that's Paul Simpson for you. Paul Simpson, man, he doesn't mess about. After the defeat in the EFL Trophy to Nottingham Forest, by the way, I don't care about the EFL Trophy. I think it's a tainted competition with the Premier League sides being introduced into it. But Paul Simpson, man, that's the angriest. That is the angriest I've seen Paul Simpson, by the way. After match interview, he went, "No, I'm not protecting these players. Fair play to him. That's the mindset you want. You want him to be honest." I will get into the comments in a minute. I'm not ignoring people. But yeah, I'm off for a 1-1 draw away at Portsmouth. I just think it's typical Carlisle for Carlisle to get something against probably the best team in the league in Portsmouth. Will we stay up after promotion last season? If we can get a proven goal scorer win, I think that should seal our safety, because Reading has still got problems. Reading still got their problems. Wigan, honestly, Wigan started the season well, didn't they? They started the season well, Wigan, and when they came to Carlisle, and I was like, wow, these are, it doesn't look how the points starting to affect them, Wigan. But now it's now slightly starting to affect Wigan, the points deduction, after starting really well. I'm not ruling Reading out. I still think them two are still within a chance to stay up if Reading sort their ownership problems out. Same with Wigan, sort their problems out. I think the two teams that are probably done a door down are probably Fleetwood and Cheltenham. Cheltenham got Dal Clark in, but the problem is it's not Dal Clark's team, and the team's getting Dal Clark down at the moment. And Dal Clark is a brilliant appointment, by the way. It's a brilliant appointment, but he's going to need at least 2 transfer windows to turn that around at Cheltenham. I just think they maybe left it 2 years already, but who knows? Fleetwood, they haven't got an owner. Fleetwood Town haven't got an owner because he's in prison, and that's kind of now having an effect on them. We should have beaten them. We should have beaten them on opening weekend, in my opinion. I mean, at the time, we were all like, yeah, we'll take the point. We'll take the point, but if you look at it now, we should have probably beaten them. So, I'm sure Darren had like a 3-header, didn't they? To probably win it for us as well. So, yeah, I think if I was to predict right now, I think we'll stay up by the skin of our teeth. Did me 20th. I said this start of the season. I said, did me 20th or above. That's the aim. The aim is to stay up, and that's the aim. And hopefully, sometime this week, we can get the Piotek takeover done. Tom Piotek, his vision for the football club at the fans forum, when he had that fans meeting with the fans, the vision was good. The vision was good. It wasn't this you and all of this. It was we. That's what he said. He kept on saying we in probably every sentence. And he's been to every game. Tom Piotek's been to every game he can. He went to all the playoff games that season, Tom Piotek. And he's went to some of the home games this season as well. So the fact that he's done to games, it shows it's close now, isn't it? It shows it's close. It's what we need as Carlisle fans. So you have a 90% stake in the football club, so you'll take over the majority of the football club. Unfortunately, the snidey owners will still be there with 10%, but he'll take over the majority of the football club, which is what we want, really. The only reason why they had John Nixon staying, because he wants to fucking get 3 seats at the fucking FA. At the FA games, the fucking snidey cunt. Honestly. See, look, I'm real. I'm a real person. Just because we got promoted, I'm still against the owners who have wanted out since 2014. Since when we last relegated from League One. And we were never promoted back since, apart from that season. So I still want them out. And how can we still have an 85-year-old chairman at a fucking football club? He's done a lot, Andrew Jenkins. He's done a lot for the football club, don't get me wrong. But he has done a lot of bad things as well by putting these fucking snidey owners in. And obviously, we got a stand named after Andrew Jenkins. Yeah, well done. Round of applause. Well done. We'll give that to him. Now, I want him out. Seriously. Who has who has an 85-year-old chairman at a bloody football club? It's only Catterall for you. Only Catterall who has that. Look, I'm not criticising him. He's done a lot for the football club, Andrew Jenkins. He's basically the chairman Arsene Wenger. That's what he is. The chairman Arsene Wenger at Catterall. He's done a lot for the football club, but sure, you should have got him out years ago. Come on. Come on now. But yes, hope the Piter family takeover that's done this week. It's a bit worrying that he has done quiet recently. But at the weekend, the troop that they have created, the Piter family, they did say after the year knowing result. On a positive note, the transaction has been progressed. So see what happens with that. Wow, a lot of comments. There we go. I think the fan cams on my channel have made a bit more professional, so it's not just made in my opinion. Very true, 100% facts. We need our takeover massively as we thought. I thought your takeover was done for some reason. I thought your takeover was done under Hugh Jenkins, who used to be the Swansea owner, didn't he? I'm pretty sure. Jota Donnarumma, he was world class at 17-18, yeah, exactly. Keep saying in them bottling it, Chris, you're hearing that. Well, they do. We do bottle it. We'll talk about it in a minute. And it's true though. They do. They bottle it. For fuck's sake, Mike Williamson is incredible. Oh, don't say he's criticising that appointment. I think I put it on the community. I put it on my community post on why it is a good appointment for MK Dons. MK Dons, right, they're a mess at the top of the club, right? They are a mess at the top of the club. And they need a manager that they're going to stick by. They need to give him a project. They need to give him a couple of years. And Mike Williamson, he's done an incredible job. He wasn't a bad player, in my opinion, either, Mike Williamson. I know people say, who's Mike Williamson? All these fucking FIFA Ultimate Team fucking Herberts. They'll say, who's Mike Williamson? As an EFL fan, he was a top quality defender, Mike Williamson. He was a top quality defender, and he's done well. Dayshead, and it's a massive loss for Dayshead, in my opinion. I had Dayshead just outside the playoffs in my start of the season predictions and for the National League. I said he'll be in and around there under Mike Williamson, and so they need to give him time. MK Dons. It's like a lot of football clubs. They need to give manager time. Seriously, he's not a system, exactly, and tackle first and that first MK Dons. Cameron Norman, right? He suits Mike Williamson. It suits Mike Williamson's play. Cameron Norman, right? He wasn't getting suited to be playing as a white back at MK Dons. He's more of a white wing back. That's where we saw him at his best at Newport, and that's where he'll be at his best under Mike Williamson. Well, we don't know for all if you think Williamson's bad. Newport's fucking brain dead though. I mean, all of a sudden, Newport started doing MK Dons names all of a sudden, and he starts complaining about Arsenal as well. Oh, he's an idiot. Oh, seriously, I can't stand him, man. He's a clown. Williamson is a good appointment in my opinion anyway, so don't take. Yeah, exactly. He is a good appointment. As I said, Newport, he has experience, but you're just pathetic. No noise of you two all over. Yeah, some of the more successful managers in you two come from. Exactly. And plus, obviously, it's not done well for Sutton United at the moment. I think they maybe starting to get caught out now, Sutton United. But Simon Weaver, Howdale Town, and Mike Gray at Sutton United, they have overachieved with them football clubs. They're massively overachieved with them football clubs, keeping them up for 2 to 3 seasons in a row. Especially Sutton United as well. They've always been like top half mid-table under Mike Gray. I don't even know if Yuka's in the chat. Actually, I can't see it. I can't see if Yuka's in the chat because I blocked him. I blocked him for being a fucking delusional, brain dead football fan. So, but yeah, that's like a catch up on Carlisle United. Now we go on to my second team, Liverpool. Yeah, nothing nits. Nothing nits with Liverpool. For me, massive improvement. Massive improvement on Liverpool from last season. Massive improvement for me. For me, the aim was top four. The aim was top four for Liverpool. But for me, I don't see why we can't be title contenders as well. Because for me, if you look at our forward depth, we have got the best forward depth in the league, in my opinion. Where Liverpool weakness is at is defensively. Why do we keep playing the high line? I don't even think it's the midfield. I don't even think the midfield is the problem for me. For me, we should play Endo as that defensive midfielder, or even play Quadenberg as a defensive midfielder. I actually think Ryan Quadenberg has all the attributes to be a defensive midfielder. The only problem is he is a shit player and he is a boss player, Ryan Quadenberg. So that's why I probably won't want him as a defensive midfielder. But when Endo's came in as defensive midfielder, it's been quite good. Obviously, we've only seen him in the Carabao Cup where he against Leicester, and I thought he was my man of the match against Leicester in the Carabao Cup. Why Liverpool are so vulnerable defensively is because we're playing a high line. If we stop playing a high line, isn't it a coincidence when we go down to 10 men in games, right, that we defend really well? Away to Newcastle, defended really well. Away to Tottenham, defended really well. But obviously it took an own goal for Tottenham to win that game. Obviously, it was Dutton for me. It was Dutton, obviously, to use in that way in the final kick of the game. I mean, we beat Newcastle away with 10 men. With that, I mean, Darwin Núñez stolen fucking hard chances. That's Darwin Núñez for you. Darwin Núñez, right, he stones the hard chances, but he does miss absolute sitters. I still don't think Liverpool did enough in the summer transfer window. I still think we need another midfielder win. Well, a more known defensive midfielder win, and I still think we needed another centre back in, because our centre back's an injury prone. I don't think our defenders are that bad, to be honest with you. The high line are making our defenders look bad. That is the point I'm making here. Virgil van Dijk, I honestly thought that Catherine's armband would boost Van Dijk's confidence up, but he's still the same as last season, Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk, for me, he's not a world-class defender. He's not an elite defender for me. Because world-class defenders, even coming back from an injury, always adapt defensively. John Terry, I can name a lot out of my pretty, as long as a Great Wall of China. Thiago Silva is still going on. At around 38, 39 now. And he's still a world-class defender. Maybe not as good as he was once was, but he's still a pretty good defender. Virgil van Dijk gets away with a lot of criticism from Liverpool fans. Honestly, he gets away with it. It's because, it's Virgil van Dijk. The too busy looking at what he did in the past. Yes, look at what he's doing now. We are so lucky without Alisson and Doe. Honestly, we are so lucky. Because he's saving the fucking defender's backside, honestly. Andy Robertson, I'm afraid, doesn't suit the current system at Liverpool, where we're playing Trent Alexander-Arnold as an inverted midfielder. Andy Robertson is not good as a left-side defender. He's a left back or a left wing back, Andy Robertson. But we're playing a system with 3 centre backs, and Robertson doesn't suit that for me. That's why Robertson's been bad. That's why Robertson has been quite poor defensively, because he doesn't suit being a left side centre back. Which is why I said in the summer we should have got a left side centre back in if we didn't play this current system. And that's probably why we even ourselves even more open, because we're basically playing like three centre backs with 4 midfielders, basically, with the 3 up front. So But yeah, for me, I think we've got the best forward depth in the league, in my opinion. Because Man City have got rid of a few players. I mean, Man City can still add in Man City, still have as well. With Doku, Quayes, Foden, Haaland, Alvarez. But they're definitely behind Liverpool in terms of forward depth because you don't know if Doku can do it in the Premier League. That's what we're saying. I mean, Haaland's had a quiet start to the season, hasn't he, for once, in Haaland. But yeah, Man City will still probably win the league, in my opinion. Still, they're on a pretty winning streak in the second half of the season, trust me. But yeah, we've got Everton at the weekend. If this was away from home, if this was at Dozen Park, I actually wouldn't be confident at all. I actually wouldn't be confident. It is a 12:30 turf for Liverpool as well. It's our 16th game at 12:30. Who cares? Seriously, who cares? All these Liverpool fans mourning. Who gives a shit? Seriously, who gives a shit? I don't care as a Liverpool fan. No, I'm not a massive one here. I don't care as a Liverpool fan that it's 12:30, and I don't care that we are hard done by VAR. Obviously, this is about the Tottenham game. Look, the referees, right? They were atrocious in that game. They were atrocious in that game. And you have to say, we were probably robbed of at least a point at Tottenham. But every team is hard done by VAR. Every team's hard done by VAR. Manchester United were hard done by VAR. Away Tottenham, I think it's for the handball from the natural shot, I think it was. From the natural shot. Every team is hard done by VAR, people. Shut it up and get on with it. For me, what needs to improve is it's not VAR. I will keep on saying this. It's not VAR. It is the people that are running VAR. 24 hours before that Tottenham game, or 48 hours, they were in Abu Dhabi. What's that all about? They're in Dubai. What's that all about? These people that are running VAR, right, that are using this technology, they only care about the takeaway orders. They're not focusing on the game. That audio, right, that audio was absolutely disgusting, in my opinion. It was absolutely disgusting. They didn't know what they were doing in that audio. They were like, oh, we can't do anything now. But another ban on about it. I moved on at full time. And it's an absolutely disgraceful when I see our fan base, right? When I see our fan base with the door after a Tottenham player in Destiny Doddy, who obviously was involved with Diogo Jota then sent off. Of course, the first yellow card wasn't a yellow card. He tripped himself over. But Diogo Jota, I blame Jota for that because Jota fucking lost his head. He lost his head straight away and made a tackle on him straight away to get himself sent off. Well done, Diogo. Fucking calm. Absolute calm. Well, you need to be called a clown for that. Honestly. Was it a red card on Curtis Jones? Yeah, it's been given. They've been given as red cards. But for me, it was a yellow card at best for Curtis Jones. Bit reckless, but it's a yellow card for me because his foot stepped off the ball. And for me, again, that result at the moment doesn't decide if we're title contenders or top four contenders. It doesn't decide anything. Tottenham being top of the league, yet Tottenham celebrate that. I mean, Tottenham not used to winning games. They're not used to winning, Tottenham. So yet them celebrate that. People will say, oh, you're a bit bitter. But I do like to make a bit of a joke sometimes. I'm just messing with Tottenham fans. I'm just messing with them. Every team's hard done by VAR, people. Every team's hard done by. So just shut it up and get on with it. And that's why sometimes I don't really look at Twitter when I see a Twitter battle going on between my United fans and Liverpool fans about VAR. Who cares? Seriously, who cares? I mean, the most baffling part is Jurgen Klopp, our manager. By the way, I love him. I do love him because of what he's done for the club. But when he's asking for a replay Nah, that's just crossing the line. That's just opening a ton of worms, really. That's just opening a ton of worms because what that's doing, that's just basically doing, well, if you want a replay, Tottenham can say, well, we want the 2019 Champions League final replay for the penalty for the first goal for Liverpool. And there'll be a long fucking queue, right, at the Premier League office saying we want this replayed, we want this game replayed. And Liverpool, by the way, I think Liverpool benefited the most from VAR in our title winning season. I'll happily admit that. As well. At the end of the day, who gives a shit? If you get benefit from VAR, who cares? We move on. The result is the result. Move on. And now we've got Everton this weekend. I expect us to win. I do expect us to win at Anfield. I think Everton are quite a poor team. Let's be real about it. I've been to Everton, but Everton, they have turned it around recently under Sean Dyche. They've had nice games, though, in my opinion. Bournemouth at home. I think should be beating Bournemouth. That's like a rare day since this point of that one. I mean, Brentford was the shock result, wasn't it, for Everton? That was a shock result. I did not expect them to get a result there, to be perfectly honest with you. Even without Ivan Toney, I thought Brentford still got enough quality in attack. Even without Ivan Toney. Are we going to see the same old Liverpool where we concede early on and we get our natural 3-1 win like we have this season? I expect us to win comfortably, to be honest with you. I just think Everton is quite a poor team. They are going to be a team who are going to be nowhere decent, but we all know that with Everton. Sean Dyche used to make it quite tough, didn't he? Used to make it quite tough whenever we played Sean Dyche teams. But they are open defensively, Everton. Carlisle's on to Gerard Humphries, stepping down for Everton as well. Carlisle's on to Gerard Humphries, so he's stepping down to Everton as well. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 3-0 win. I'm just going to stay safe with a 3-0 win to Liverpool. It could easily be a 3-1 win where we concede first and we turn it around. So I'm going to go 3-0 win for Liverpool. Obviously, it would be a lot more different prediction if it was at Dawson Park. It's never easy going to Dawson Park, no matter what form Everton will win. But it's at Anfield. I expect us to get the win. And I'm going to go for a 3-0 win to Liverpool for that one. So, Simon Weaver is one of the most underrated minds in the EFL. Bold shout, I know. I don't think that's a bold shout, to be honest with you. I think it's overachieved with how they matter here. He's propped you, he can't see your comments. He's a fucking clown, that's what he is. Haaland's done 2 goals for Norway, it's not what you want. He'll come back to City firing then. Yeah, exactly. If anything, Manchester City at the moment, for me, I think there's. I don't even think it's Kevin De Bruyne that Man City miss. I think it's Ashley Wadri. What's in the Arsenal Man City game? Right? That's Wadri. Man City were all over the place in midfield. They were all over the place. Kovacic was lucky not to be sent off, in my opinion. They missed Wadri. Wadri is the massive miss for Man City. If they had Wadri in midfield, I guess Man City would get a result, whether it's a point or a win. Yeah, the Nacho cut inside and Romero set the ball away with the time key penalty not given. I want the 2 playoff finals replayed as we were robbed in both. Completely agree. I want our game against Tottenham FA Cup replayed. I want the game between United and Chelsea replayed in the FA Cup final 2009. 2-0 Liverpool, in my opinion. Yeah, agree. Rodri's brilliant. Yeah, Rodri is one of the best defensive midfielders in the league, along with Casemiro. I mean, Casemiro has done a bit off it this season, but that's not Casemiro's fault, in my opinion. That's Manchester United's lack of recruitment, lack of transfer. I mean, weak transfer business from Man United, really, in terms of Casemiro affecting Casemiro, in my opinion. Because Manchester United midfield is a Casemiro and 2 attacking midfielders. I mean, that doesn't help Casemiro out a lot. If Manchester United had like a Ryan Gravenberch alongside Casemiro, I think that would sort Man United midfield out. I mean, the signing of Amrabat from Man United is basically a Casemiro replacement, basically. But I don't know. I think Man United and Chelsea, I still expect them to turn it around. I still expect Man United and Chelsea to turn it around at some point this season and be back in that top 7 sort of thing. So yeah. Anyways, a catch-up and then is it a must-win? Is it a must-win wide open Euro 2024? I think it's a wide open tournament, basically. I do think it's a wide open Euro 2024. I don't think any of the top teams are that convincing, in my opinion. But we need to get to Euro 2024, and that's when the tournament matters. Look, I think France are favourites. I don't think France is favourites because of the squad depth. And Germany, let's see what Germany do under Julian Nagelsmann. I'm not really a fan of Julian Nagelsmann, to be honest with you. He's done nothing as a manager. I think Nagelsmann's in that Pochettino category where he's a bridesmaid for me. And I thought he deserved the second at Bayern Munich, in my opinion. But I think it was a knee-jerk reaction at Bayern Munich because of Bayern Munich don't beat Borussia Dortmund in that title race. But maybe this might be a job that suits Julian Nagelsmann. Might be a job that suits him, hopefully. So Germany, you have to put them in there because they're the horse as well. But England, for me, we need to win it. I'm saying it right now. I'm having high standards here. We need to win this fucking tournament. We need to win this tournament. Dallas Southgate has been getting let off for the last 3 tournaments. Dallas Southgate should already be done. He should already be done as in the manager. He's had the luck of the draw in the last 3 tournaments. He's had the luck of the draw in the last 3 tournaments down south there. He should have done it after the Euros for me. After the last Euros. No, we'll talk. We'll talk, man. Last 3 tournaments, we've had the luck of the draw. We played against France in the FIFA World Cup in Qatar, where I think when we equalised, the momentum shifted right towards. And again, substitutions. Again, look at France substitution. I'm pretty sure they brought Giroud on. And shock horror, Giroud wins them the game. Wins France the game. It's not Harry Kane bottling the penalty for me. For me, it's pretty doused out there again. Getting out-tacted by Didier Deschamps, who's an esteemed winner with France. The difference in the 2 managers. You know who I'll take right now? Deschamps over Dallas Southgate all day long for me. We need a winner. We need a winner in the dugout. None of this fucking English bullshit from the FA. I mean, the FA couldn't find the bat size for a fucking funnel. I mean, come on now. The manager has to be in it. No, it fucking doesn't. No, it doesn't. I'll take Jurgen Klopp at England right now. I'll take Pep Guardiola at England. I'll take Rotten Roll at England. I think Rotten Roll is a bit past it now, in my opinion, but I'll take him. He's a winner. People mention Arsene Wenger, and I'm not quite sure about Arsene Wenger, to be honest with you, but we need to learn from the Fabio Capello lessons, to be honest with you. So we do need to be cautious about that as well. But we need a winner in a fucking dugout, for God's sake. Not pretty doused out there, seriously. people say I'm toxic and negative. I'm not toxic and negative. Dallas out there, don't even want. He's done a lot in terms of changing that attitude in the dressing room. But that's all he's done. That's all he's done, in my opinion. We should have won the Euros. We should have won the last Euros, in my opinion, against a mediocre Italy team. Yes, we will. It was mediocre. It was a mediocre Italy team. But what did Italy have in that team? They still had winners, despite it being mediocre. Chiellini, Bonucci, winning centre-backs, Roberto Mancini, and winning Mainzer. I mean, anyone can fucking out-tactic Dallas out there. Anyone can out-tactic him. Easy. Even my next door neighbour can fucking out-tactic Dallas out there. We'll talk now. We'll talk. Dallas out this achievement is getting Middlesbrough where they to the Championship. That's his achievement. No one remembers the runner-up in the Euro 2021. No one remembers who was semi-finalist in 2018 World Cup. And then we should have beaten Croatia. Should have reached the final. Massive opportunity missed. Euro 2021. Massive opportunity missed. The last World Cup. Massive opportunity missed. You know where we're going here. You know where we're going. Mediocrity will strike again on the Dallas out there. It will strike again. And it's going to be another missed opportunity. Keep this up right now. It'll be another missed opportunity. Trust me. It is England. It is England for you. For me, we should be favourites. We should be favourites to win this. Look at the bloody squad we got. Look at the squad we got. We should be favourites to win this, and we should be expected to fucking win this. Same with the last few tournaments as well. We should be expected to win it. We have failed in recent tournaments on Dallas out there. Nations League as well. People might not wear the Nations League, but the UEFA Nations League will become a proper tournament once it goes on. Like the World Cup and the Euros. Another tournament where it's a missed opportunity. I don't really care about the Nations League that much at the moment, but in a few years' time, we will care about it. We will care about it because it will become a proper tournament. I'll even take the Nations League. I'll take that right now. Or because we beat Italy 3-1 last night, a mediocre Italy, the pretty bus parade tickets we booked already, saying it's coming on. Shut the fuck up, seriously. Shut the fuck up. This is why we don't win anything. Too arrogant. We are bridesmaids. Honestly, we are Tottenham Hotspur. We are the international Tottenham Hotspur, where we've not won anything for years, for decades. That's what we are. We are bridesmaids, the international bridesmaids. We are top of that yet, along with Belgium and other teams. Seriously. We should be expected to win it. It's why I don't know who will win Euro 2024, to be honest with you. I don't know who will win it. For some reason, I got a feeling it could be another tweet from 2004. No, honestly, I really do think that. I mean, it's wide open. Because I don't think all the top teams are convincing, in my opinion. But France will probably be rightly favourites because of their squad depth. But for me, I can guarantee one thing: England won't win it because we are bridesmaids. Simple as that. Taking the piss there with the repaid games. Pressed how I wanted that. No offence, yeah, it's okay. I really like Amrabat. He needs to be next to Casemiro. Completely agree. My midfield for United should be Casemiro and Fernandes. Completely agree. Mason Mount for me. I actually like Mason Mount, by the way. I do like him. I do rate him as a player. I'm probably one of the minority who rates Mason Mount as a player. But it wasn't the right signing from Man United for me. I thought it's a bit of a waste of a signing, in my opinion. I thought they should have got Amrabat and they should have probably got a natural number 8. Like, a Wayne Travenberg or someone like that. But I watched France last night in Scotland. I'm sorry it's their trophy. They're ridiculous. Someone attacked. Mbappe stopped Pierre and not past Dembele. He crossed it in without looking. To be fair, that's Scotland though. That is Scotland. But yeah, I see what you mean. By the way, I said France are favourites. If I did have to pick someone, I would probably pick France because it's the obvious pick, in my opinion. Germany could be ones to watch under Nagelsmann. If Nagelsmann can get a tune out of them. But we'll wait and see. I just think there's still too many egos in that Germany team. France are the best team in the world. Fuck the Wantons. Oh yeah, I mean, them Wantons are ridiculous. How are England that high in the pretty FIFA rankings, seriously? And how are Brazil, how are Belgium have that high as well? When they're the pretty prize mares as well. So for me, France is still number one for me. I don't give a shit. I mean, Argentina should be up there as well because they won the World Cup. Top two are Argentina and France. Simple as that. Simple as that for me. But yeah, that's basically on England. So next up, we'll move on to the darts. Obviously, Michael would be happy in the comments because he predicted Humphries to win a major. Humphries becomes a pride at that with first major winning the World 1-3. Is this the most open darts has been? With new winners, not the same old winners. When I say the same old winners, not like the likes of Derwin Price, Mike van Derwin, Peter White winning the majors all the time. Because we all expected Michael Smith to dominate, didn't we? After winning the World Championship and the Grand Slam of Darts. Michael Smith hasn't really done that, has he? Hasn't really done that. We've seen Andrew Dildon win a fucking major. Andrew Dildon win the UK Open. Nathan Aspinall, he's already been a major winner, but he won his second major by winning the World Master. Unbelievable, by the way, Nathan Aspinall. Johnny Caton did nothing won in that final against Nathan Aspinall in the World Master final. Nathan Aspinall's just fucking hitting everything. It's ridiculous. And Humphries, again, it's similar to the Aspinall Caton final. I don't think Derwin Price did nothing won. It was after the first set when Derwin Price won. Humphries just walked the iron up. It walked the iron up in Humphries where he made a 1-1 and he went 2-1, 3-1, and yeah, Humphries well deserved winner, man. Well deserved winner. I still think he went under the radar in that tournament, didn't he? He still went under the radar in that tournament. Obviously, we got the Hooping Darts Championship next week, which is in Germany, somewhere in Germany. I don't know if it's in Dortmund then. That's another major. So Humphries is done in start full confidence, but it seems to be a curse of winning the major way, doesn't it? Because Nathan Aspinall won the World Master, the last major, and he gets knocked out in the first round of Stephen Bunting. I mean, the draw wasn't nice to Aspinall. People would have said, "Oh, he should be beating Stephen Bunting." People are disrespecting Stephen Bunting, by the way. Stephen Bunting, you don't want him in the first round, honestly. The players you don't want in the first round is Stephen Bunting, Brendan Doran. There's a few others as well. There is a few other names that I have forgotten. But them two are the top two that you don't want in the first round. They end up pulling your pants down. Simon Whitlock is another one. Simon Whitlock is another one as well. But yeah, fair play to Humphries, man. Humphries, yes. I do think this is the first of many major titles. I think he's another Michael Smith. I think he's another Michael Smith for me, where he has progressed up the rankings slowly, hasn't he? I think he's another Michael Smith for me, Humphries, where it should be the first of many majors for me. But for me, darts, man, darts has been underrated, and people are not looking at darts, like. And I think darts is actually growing more, in my opinion, since the Phil Taylor dominance. Since Phil Taylor dominance for me, it has grown even more. I mean, Van Donen has had his dominant spell. Doan Price had his dominant spell. Peter White, I wouldn't say he had a dominant spell, really, because it between the three of them, wasn't it? Sharing the majors out. But, man, Darcy's underrated, man. And it's grown a lot. It's grown a lot. And I would say Darcy has been a bit of a joy at the moment. It's been joy to watch over the last few years. Probably, that's not disrespect to Phil Taylor, by the way. Phil Taylor will always be the dog. Because ridiculous achievements he's achieved, Phil Taylor. The ridiculous the amount of trophies he's won as well. I'll be even shocked if he can get in his trophy cabinet room. Because all the trophies be up towards the fucking door. But for me, yeah, it's a joy to watch Darts at the moment. It's a joy to watch. It's so unpredictable. So unpredictable as well, because it's not like the last few years where you would have guaranteed Doan Price, Van Der and Peter White to be like the three in like the semi-finals of every tournament. I just wonder that do these big three players of Price, White and Van Der and just take the World Championship seriously? I think they take the World Championship and the Premier League, I think they take them seriously. I mean, they shouldn't take the Premier League seriously. I think the Premier League dance is basically tainted, in my opinion, because players get picked when they don't deserve to be picked. It's more an entertainment. It's basically misfit darts. That's what it is, the Premier League darts these days. It's basically misfit darts when you get pretty fan service, then a backdoor entrance to be a contender. In the Premier League darts. But yeah, I'm not allowed to speak about it. By the way, Van Serif has actually qualified for a tournament on merit, not doing a backdoor entrance. I am shocked. Only because pretty bold Crease wanted to play in the WDF. Fair play to bold Crease, by the way, for choosing that. Fair play to it. Bold Crease, like that. I mean, that's ridiculous. He could actually. I don't know if he's. Is he in the 2023 WDF men's one, or is it just the women's one? I think it's just the women's one. But fair play, she actually wants to win trophies. You're not going to win trophies by competing with men in the main World Darts Championship. No chance, absolute no chance. And Bold Crease, for me, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that Bold Crease not then the attention he deserves, in my opinion. To be honest with you, but yeah, it's because, you know why it is. It's because he's not good looking. That's why it is. It's because Van Serif's good looking. That's all it is. Van Serif's been used as a plant, not as a darts player. Simple as that. But yeah, darts, man. People need to start watching darts more. Seriously. Underrated, man. It's an underrated sport, seriously. So unpredictable. Andrew Dildon winning the UK Open. Who would have thought that? I'm not disrespecting Andrew Dildon. I think Andrew Dildon's a fucking good solid player. He's a good solid player, but fucking hell, we didn't expect him to win a major. Let's be real. The Edson is back. Welcome back, mate. Cheers, mate. Obviously, Bradford City fan. But yeah, darts, man. It's underrated, man. Underrated sport. And all these people that say, oh, it's an easy sport, it's a pub sport. You can't tell me it's a pub sport when these pretty professional darts players, right, they play over 1,000 games a year. I'm pretty sure they play around that, to be honest with you. To go on tour, you have to prioritise fucking going on tour sometimes over family time. Well, that's a player's choice. That's a player's choice for me. And for me, the World Grand Prix, we saw William van Barneveld. I can't believe why he came back to darts, to be honest with you. And maybe he'd been a bit harsh on the Darcy Edson and William van Barneveld, but why the hell did he come back? Why where he cannot compete with these players anymore. He can't compete with these players. The depth of these players these days in darts is incredible. It is incredible. It's unbelievable. Anyone can win a major. Anyone. Anyone can beat the likes of Durham Price, Mike Van Durham, Peter White on any given day. Obviously, Peter White is so out of form right now. We can't put him in that category. Durham Price is regained his poise to being back up there as one of the best players in the world. And Mike Van Durham is just Michael Van Durham. He's just Mike Van Durham, isn't he? Yeah. I mean, Mike Van Durham, he's just ridiculous. He's so unlucky that Phil Taylor sits it, Mike Van Durham. He was on back-to-back 9 darters. He missed back-to-back 9 darters against Chris Dobey in the World Grand Prix. Unbelievable, man. And Chris Dobey beat him. By the way, which I wasn't shocked about. Because Chris, as I keep saying, the depth in darts these days, players these days is unbelievable. People need to stop looking at the darts rankings, in my opinion. Chris Dobey, fair play to him. What a performance against Mike Van Durham. Solid player. I do like Chris Dobey. Do like him. He's a good, solid player. But yeah, we've got the Hooping Darts Championship next week, and I think in a couple of weeks' time, after the Hooping Darts Championship, we've got the Transcend Darts. Then in December, we've got, end of November, and down into December, we've got the Players Darts Championship Finals, and we've got the World Darts Championship, the main event, in December. So yeah, that's basically the stone on with darts, but wow, underrated. And people need to watch darts, trust me. You will enjoy it. None of this because Dancing Girls are on stage nonsense. I'm there to watch darts. I don't give a shit about the fucking Dancing Girls. The darts on the darts board. Man, darts, man. Fucking love it. Always love the sport. Always love it. And I always love talking about it. Honestly, it's an intriguing sport. Honestly, so underrated. It should be in the Olympics. People be like, "Oh, you don't want to be too far there." No, it should be. It should be in the Olympics. I mean, seriously, it should be in the Olympics, in my opinion. Now on to F1. Now a catch up on F1. Max Verstappen, round of applause. Securing a third Drivers' World title as Red Bull. Securing another Constructors' title. We've also got the USA, the United States Grand Prix. Andretti rejected to be an F1 team. I mean, I need to start off with these two at the bottom. I mean, Felipe Massa hired a lawsuit for the 2008 Drivers' Championship where he lost out to Lewis Hamilton by 1 point, I think it was, which was Lewis Hamilton's first world title. Obviously, that traumatic race in Brazil. Obviously, but that's not why Felipe Massa is hiring a lawsuit to overturn that 2008 championship result. He is hiring a lawsuit for what happened in Singapore, the controversy Grand Prix in Singapore in 2008, where Renault, I think it's Nelson Piquet Jr., crashed on purpose to bring out the safety car, was led to his teammate Fernando Alonso winning the Singapore Grand Prix in the Renault, and which probably ultimately cost Felipe Massa the 2008 World Championship. For me, again, it's like Jurgen Klopp. It's like Jurgen Klopp on the replay. What is the point? Even if you were robbed, it's just opening a can of worms, in my opinion, because if you overturn that result, it's opening a can of worms now. Because Lewis Hamilton will go, all right then, 2016 and 2021 then, I want my titles back for them. 2021, we all know what happened with Max Verstappen. And the 2016 world title, where there were instances in that season where him and Nico Rosberg, his own teammate, were back with the championship and they had a few moments where they took each other out. It's this open can of worms. Forget about it. Felipe Massa, just move on, Felipe Massa. And if you won the 2008 championship, unfortunately, that's done being asterisk next to your name. I'd be tainted because the F1 fans' memories will be Lewis Hamilton yet to knock that 2008 championship. Not Felipe Massa. Simple as that. So Felipe Massa, shut it up, get on with it. Say with Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes in 2021. Shut up, get on with it. By the way, I have an unpopular opinion. I think in 2021, he wasn't robbed, Lewis Hamilton. I thought he wasn't. He wasn't robbed. Lewis Hamilton, in that race in Abu Dhabi, could have pitted earlier. Albeit, I will admit, it was an FIA shambles. But Lewis Hamilton could have pitted earlier for fresh tyres. And now another one for me. Andretti. Looks like they're going to be rejected to be the 11th team on F1. Absolute shambles. I'm fuming about that. That is disgraceful. How can you get the F1 teams have a say on whether we should have 2 more teams in F1? It's none of their business. And the F1 teams come out saying, well, we don't want an 11th team because we're using money. Boo-hoo. Seriously, that's your problem. These F1 teams, you need to listen now, F1 fans. You need to listen now. These F1 teams are stopping Andretti from coming to F1, and they are stopping the growth of F1. They're stopping the growth of the sport, right? They're stopping the growth of the sport, right? Do we want F1 to evolve? Yes. Do we want F1 to grow? Yes. But these teams don't want F1 to grow. Doesn't want it to grow. They are ruining F1, people. They are ruining F1, these teams, by not wanting Andretti to become the 11th team. We've got 2 empty spots for 2 teams to join F1. Shambles. It's an absolute disgrace. And I'm all for Andretti joining F1. All day long. I want new teams in F1. I don't give a shit. I want new teams in F1. We don't want to be saying every season the same old teams: Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, Alpine, etc., etc. SYZ. We don't want to be saying that. That's what we don't want to be saying. We want new names to stand out. Wow, Andretti, they've joined F1. That's what we want. And another new team joined F1 as well. That's what we want. It's shambles. And it says it all that the FIA president, they want Andretti to join F1 as well. They care about the sport. The growth of the sport. The F1 presidents, right? The people in charge of F1, I'm shocked why this has not been done already. Because the F1 is run by Americans, and Andretti are American. And yes, there's something going on between the two of them. Maybe they don't like each other or what. But no, introduce them. Put them into F1. This sport needs to grow. It needs to grow. Who cares that you're using money? It's not Andretti's problem. It's your problem. Bloody, run your team better. Simple as that. 1 over, by the way. 1 over. Anyways, Verstappen steals 3rd title. Well, this could be another one because of the crying Lewis Hamilton fans. That's what it is. Crying Lewis Hamilton fans. It's toxic. It's too dominant. Well, it wasn't like that when Lewis Hamilton was dominating, was it? Shut the hell up. Shut up. Well done to Max Verstappen. Unbelievable season. Incredible season. The most dominant season I've probably seen in F1 by Max Verstappen. All these people saying, but he's had the car. No, it isn't. It isn't the car. Oh, all right then. Wait there then. Sergio Perez, right? Sergio Perez, who should be under pressure for his Red Bull seat, in my opinion. How come Sergio Perez couldn't get anywhere near Max Verstappen? Driving ability. That's what it is. Driving ability. It's their ability. That's what it is. Sergio Perez is not a bad driver, by the way. I mean, he's a good driver. I just think overall, in the end, I don't think he's done enough for Red Bull. I think it's better for a team below the top teams, like an Aston Martin, someone like that. Actually, wasn't Racing Point. I mean, Perez has done well. He's done well at Red Bull. He's been part of winning the constructors' titles. But when people say it's the car, well, how come Sergio Perez is not competing with Verstappen then for the F1 title? If it's just the car, it's driving ability. That's what it is. And Max Verstappen is the best driver on the grid by a long mile. By a long mile, it's not even close. And I think he's done it for 3 more seasons yet, in my opinion. And yes, other teams sort themselves out. Because what I think it is Mercedes are not challenging because they've got 2 number 1 drivers who want to be number 1 in George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton took George Russell out in the last Grand Prix into the tar on the opening lap. But hey, it's not Lewis Hamilton's fault. He eventually admitted it was his fault until the race fucking ended. For me, you can't have 2 number 1 drivers. For me, that's the key to winning championships. If you have 2 number 1 drivers to trying to win a championship, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I think it would be too toxic having 2 drivers who want to be priority number 1. Which is why I think McLaren for me can be a real problem to Red Bull for the next few seasons. They've got 2 talented drivers in Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. 2 unbelievable talented drivers, but for me, in the end, they'll both want to be priority. And you need a good number 2. You need a good number 2 who's happy to be number 2. Look at Mercedes with Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas, and they were dominating. Red Bull with Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber. Red Bull with Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. That's the key for me. I know Mercedes have won with Lewis Hamilton and Rosberg, who both wanted to be number 1, but I guess we will. No one else was fucking chancing them. No one else was chancing them as well. So, well done to Red Bull. Absolute dominant season. A season to remember, in my opinion. It's a season we should be giving them praise for, in my opinion. Not being snobby about it. Not being snobby and saying, who cares? Lewis Hamilton didn't win. Lewis Hamilton didn't win. Shut up. Shut up, seriously. Yeah, the same Lewis Hamilton. Look, Lewis Hamilton, right? I don't like him. I don't like him personally. Lewis Hamilton, I do rate Lewis Hamilton in terms of his driving ability and what he's achieved in F1. But off the track, he's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite off the track. He's a hypocrite off the track, Lewis Hamilton, because he says, I'm against human rights, but you're still driving on the Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Abu Dhabi track. And he said, I'll happy being thrown in prison. What do you want? What do you want being happy thrown in prison? If he was thrown in prison, right, he'll start complaining and saying this isn't fair. He's a hypocrite. He doesn't pay his taxes either. He has the best life ever, Lewis Hamilton. Oh, honestly, he has the best life ever. Doesn't pay his taxes. He lives in Monaco. Oh, see, and people say I'm jealous. You're jealous. I just praise Lewis Hamilton for his achievements in F1, but he is nowhere near Ayrton Senna and Michael Schumacher, in my opinion. Ayrton Senna, neither is Max Verstappen, by the way. I don't think he's anywhere near. My daughter of F1 will always be Ayrton Senna. God rest his soul. Taken far too soon. He only won 3 world titles, but he would have won more. He was unbelievable. Incredible. Ayrton Senna. Michael Schumacher is the closest thing to Ayrton Senna, in my opinion. Michael Schumacher, I don't care if he cheated to win it. He won 7 world titles, and he won a world title in a shit Benetton. A Benetton that shouldn't be winning a fucking world title. And that was a fairy tale story, by the way. A Benetton winning a world title. So don't give me all that crap, honestly. Lewis Hamilton couldn't, yes, and Michael Schumacher's boots, honestly, when they were in the prime. So, well done to Max Verstappen, but I don't think he's anywhere near Michael Schumacher, in my personal opinion. But Max Verstappen, unbelievable season from him. The dominance as well. And it's not because of the car, it's because of his driving ability. Simple as that. Simple as that for me. But yeah, on to the USA, United States Grand Prix in Austin, Texas. Yeah, same result for me. I think you'd all expect Max Verstappen to win the Grand Prix. McLaren will probably be the closest chances to Max Verstappen. They'll probably get themselves on the podium, both of them. They've got the momentum right now, McLaren. They've got the momentum of being potentially the closest chances to Red Bull for next season. But I don't see it happening because Norris and Piastri will both want priority to be number one at some point. Because they are two world-class talented drivers, both of them. So, but, I mean, Mercedes, they'll probably have a bad qualifying and then they'll turn it around in the race. The more of a race car, Mercedes. Who knows, Ferrari, they seem to be more of a qualifying team, don't they? They're quick in qualifying, but they always seem to mess it up in the race. And this is how good Red Bull's season has been, that they've only won not one race. The Singapore Grand Prix obviously went to Ferrari. Carlos Sainz won in Singapore. But Ferrari still tried the best to fucking foot that race up. Still tried to foot that race win up. Still tried the best. But that's how good Red Bull's season's been. That they've won every race apart from one. The Singapore Grand Prix, where they did really struggle there. And it just wasn't the track that suited Red Bull at all. Which is quite unusual, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's how I expect the United States Grand Prix to go, in my opinion. That's how I expect it to go. Alpine, they've got new investors. Alpine, there's been a few sports people that have invested into Alpine. Trent Alexander-Arnold, one of them. Rory McIlroy, Antti Schosser, they've invested into Alpine. I don't know what difference that's going to make, but should make some quite difference for Alpine. But will it make them a top team? I don't think so, but we'll wait and see. I mean, we didn't expect McLaren, to be honest, to come back and to be, in some races, Red Bull's pretty close chances. We didn't expect that, did we, this season? So we'll wait and see on that Alpine investment. So yeah, and that's basically it's going on in F1, really. And finally, a catch up on Botton. Oh, here we go. There will be a few rants on this one. My thoughts on Misfits Botton. You'd be quite surprised on my thoughts on Misfits Botton. People would expect me to want. You're thinking one, in my opinion. Hubert Jr. versus Conor Benn. Yes, this is still going on December 23rd. Tyson, and with a potential clash with Tyson Fury against Arsenal Ruta for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. And I'll be giving you my previews to Jack Catterall, Jorge Linares, a great fight. And Mikael Lawal versus Issac Chamberlain, another good fight, which is obviously was meant to be on the Tross Barassi versus Tennessee card, but obviously that fight has been cancelled. Obviously, I've made my thoughts. I did my thoughts on that on the community page. So we'll start off with the elephant in the room, Misfits Botton. It is what it is. It is what it is, in my opinion. I watched it at the weekend. KSI versus Tommy Fury. I mean, KSI for me, it's like it should be a new name for a games console. To be honest with you, with that name, it's not its real name, which shows it is WWE basically, which is Bottom Pros but WWE. Tommy Fury, he will always be known as Tyson Fury's brother for me. He's not. He's a terrible boxer. Honestly, he's a terrible boxer, Tommy Fury. But he won that fight for me. He did win that fight against KSI. All KSI was doing was fucking hudding. He was doing star jumps and hudding. Tommy Fury is a BTF John Travolta. He's an attention seeker for for club penguins on that day iron nonsense. Tommy Fury. That's what he's recognised for, in my opinion. He's a terrible boxer, but he definitely beat KSI for me. All KSI was doing was purely hudding and doing star jumps, which I was quite shocked about because I thought he would have actually left it on Tommy Fury, actually, from watching his replays, but it just shows, doesn't it, that they pretty shit themselves when they don't up against a fighter that is a professional fighter. So it is what it is. Jordan Paul and Dennis Finn was a load of nonsense, seriously. It was so predictable that would always happen. Honestly, everyone predicted a disqualification before the fight because of how personal it was between them two. How good it was personal as well. But yeah, like I was saying, Misfits, it is what it is. It's not my cup of tea, personally. It's not my cup of tea, not with them Herbus fighting. The show on Saturday, it says it all that the two main events were a load of twat, were piss poor. And what stole the show for me were actually the undercard fighters for me. I actually thought the undercard fighters actually fought a bit more better than the people in the main event. Dean LeQuate, against White Sharks, that was a good fight. If you want to see both fighters punching each other's guts in. But these fighters on Misfits, they need to work on the defense. It's a bit like Liverpool's defense, isn't it? A bit like Liverpool's defense, all open, man. Too open. So Dean LeQuate, he was probably a standout for me. My mate Nate, I don't know what sort of name that was, but he was probably my main standout for me. He's probably my main standout. Never got in trouble. Good footwork, good movement, good shots as well. So it was a done points victory from him. So he's probably my standout. He was probably the one for me that looked like someone I can look at and say, you know what, he looks quite good. Things to work on for him. He was getting hit a lot in terms of body, but not that much. Which is what Nunes should have done for me, the Brazilian guy. He should have targeted the body more, in my opinion, and he would have been a more closer fight. But I was probably impressed by Nate the most, in my opinion. Siem then saw Pape. Again, another good fight. Siem was getting hit early on in the first 2 rounds, and then Siem second half of the fight took advantage of Salt Pape. After Salt Pape dashed out, and Siem got the stoppage. And there was this tag team. There was actually tag team boxing, yes, people. There was tag team boxing to start off with, to start the main card. Absolutely chaos and carnage, that was. But in good way and a bad way. But then, people say it's not WWE, but you're just making it WWE by doing that, where you don't even want it. It was chaos, but it's fucking fun to watch. It's fun to watch, tabbing each other in, throwing your combinations in as well. It was quite fun to watch that, to be honest with you. But my overall thoughts on it, fair play to them. Fair play to them, in my opinion. They're getting money from it. They're getting views from it. There's an audience for it. The younger generation from it. I don't agree with Hal Frost when he says, "Oh, it needs to be cancelled." It needs to be cancelled. Don't get me wrong. I am a bottom purist. It's not bottom. It's not bottom, people. It is WWE with bottom clubs on. Everything about it is WWE. Like the build up to it, which they sold up. Well, they sold the two main events well. Unfortunately, they didn't live up to expectations in terms of the bottom quality and the bottom win. John Fury and Dylan Daz need to take credit for selling it. And it was sold out. It was all packed out before the main card even started at 7 p.m. You don't see that in Will Boston. I'm telling you right now, people, you don't see that in Will Boston. And for me, it's not my cup of tea, but they deserve credit. Well done to them for getting paid for it. They're getting the traction from it. They're getting views from it. They're helping the Zone out as a podcaster because the Zone was struggling without this, in my opinion. For me, you have to get on with it. That's what I say. You have to get on with it. These bottom purists, right? They are them who say it should be cancelled, but yet you were still watching the fight. Cal Frost, for example, you still watching it saying, "No, it should be cancelled," but you're still watching it. Bit of a contradiction, really, in my opinion. So you want it cancelled. So what will happen when it gets cancelled? This younger generation, the audience they had, what are they going to watch? It helps them mentally. It helps them with their mental health issues. So I'm not saying they have mental health issues, but you just don't know, do you? It might help them mentally. Might help them mentally. It'll cheer them up as well. They're watching it. It's for a younger generation. It's not my cup of tea. But I only watched it because there was nothing else to watch because it's an absolute play. I'm sure Tommy Fury is the only one you can probably count as a professional boxer. To be honest with you. And people recommended me to watch it as well, to look at more the undercard fights. And I'm kind of glad I did, to be honest with you, because the two main events were shocking. Jordan Paul has done it. That was never a boxing fight. It should have been a WWE or MMA fight. It would have been more better quality, in my opinion. Disqualification was always coming in that from Dylan Daniels. It was pre-planned, in my opinion. Just to add more controversy to it. There's an audience for it. What I don't like about it is when you get the guys to cheer Paul calling out Canelo Alvarez. Fair enough if it's for an expedition and Canelo Alvarez is obviously retired, but not when Canelo Alvarez is currently undisputed super middleweight champion. I think they're giving the 9-year-old these Herberts when they're calling people like that out. Dean Craig calling out to Jorge Linares. To Jorge Linares will just dismantle him. That's all I don't like about it. It's just when I talk, there's an audience for it, though. There is an audience for it. I don't see the problem with it, to be honest with you. No, honestly, I really don't see the problem with it. The only problem that we could have is someone that's seriously hurt. Someone that's seriously hurt, then you get Piers Morgan with his dual-fist eyeballs, straight away on his fucking TV podcast saying, "This is Boston's fault." No, it isn't, Piers. Shut the fuck up. That's what I would say to him. But in WWE, which is what I watched when I was little, when I was this under generation's age, you see wrestlers that seriously hurt. It is fake, but people can get seriously hurt as well. Same with misfits. It can be fake, but then you get seriously hurt. Look, people watch it. And fair play to them. So to let them get on with it, I just think people are just hypocrites, to be honest with you. Bottom Furious are hypocrites because they watch the fight and they say it should be cancelled. I mean, come on, make your mind up. I'm not even saying it should be cancelled. Just let them get on with it. They're making good numbers from it. So that's my opinion on it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Misfits. Now we move on to potential bad news for British fans. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn, and the undisputed heavyweight championship potentially on the same date, on the 23rd of December. Start off with Tyson Fury, then Alexander Usyk. Aside from what we all heard and from what we all seen, that it is aside from what we all seen and from what we all heard, it's all signed. Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk, but I'm still not convinced. It is signed because Tyson Fury next weekend has got his short of a fight against Francis Ngannou. Frank Warren's building it up as this massive event. Yeah, it is a massive event. I will give him that, but it's a short of a fight against Francis Ngannou, his first ever professional boxing fight. And Francis Ngannou's specialist sport is UFC. It's obviously 10 rounds, that fight, and that is it's a chop of a fight, really. It's a farce of a fight, really, Fury and Ngannou. Tyson Fury can easily get him out in round one, or he'll just dance around with Ngannou for a bit. That's all it's going to be. Ngannou is not going to cause any trouble to Tyson Fury. Let's be real about it now. Providing Tyson Fury doesn't get any injuries in this fight, which can happen, he could potentially get the fight we all want to see for the undisputed heavyweight championship against Alexander Usyk on 23rd December in Saudi Arabia. For me, I don't think it will happen on 23rd December. Obviously, it has all been signed, but I can't see it happening on 23rd December. I just think it's a quick turnaround for Tyson Fury. Because Tyson Fury, we want to do. Tyson Fury, for me, we want to do all partying, wouldn't he? He want to do all partying with the big massive paycheck he'll get for giving Ngannou a battering, where you using Ngannou as a punch bag. So you want 2 weeks of partying, so I can't see it happening on 23rd December. Most likely New Year, but Tony Bellew made a good point. We don't really see any big fights in terms of January, do we? So, I mean, this would be... Well, it'll be a topsy for British fans, but it won't be topsy for me if both fights did happen on the same day, because I know what I'm watching. It's Fury versus Usyk. And then we look on to the Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn, which is still getting rumoured about. Which it shouldn't be, in my opinion. For me, Conor Benn shouldn't be fighting, in my opinion. Conor Benn has failed 2 drug tests. I know we have to go on about this. It's been 1 year now. I think it's an absolute shambles and disgrace how he fought in September. How he managed to get back in the win in September in America against some Mexican, probably from off the street. And for me, he shouldn't be allowed to fight Conor Benn. You're not innocent failing a drug test. I'm sorry, you're not. How can you be innocent from a drugs test when you're responsible for what goes in your body? And the way Conor Benn and Eddie Hearn have behaved on this is absolutely atrocious. The way they've been behaving on this through the whole year, Conor Benn don't appears more than sure. That was the baddest thing Conor Benn could have ever done, because it exposed him even more. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous, people. And it would just be a dark cloud on the sport if he is allowed to fight. And would be, and that would just be Eddie Hearn having no shame by making the fight that has been spoken about the most during this process with Conor Benn. Conor Benn hasn't gone through the right process for me. Father, they have nothing to do with it. It should be done to the British board, in my opinion. That's it. Not you, Tad. The British board. The British board for me. That's what he should have done a year ago. But I think he's going to use fans now, Conor Benn. And rightly so, for the way he's been behaving on this. Trying to find loophole after loophole after loophole after loophole. Saying he was cleared in July when he wasn't. And British board obviously appeal it. And for me, this fight shouldn't be happening. This Huban Tunya versus Conor Benn fight is all fantasy. It's all fantasy for me. It's all nostalgia. It all was in the first place. Before the failed drugs test, before Chris Huban Tunya had to train weight with the first scheduled fight between these two, before it got postponed. It was an absolute farce anyways. Absolute shambles anyways. Chris Huban Tunya is a natural super middleweight, while Conor Benn is a natural welterweight. And we're all suspecting how Conor Benn managed to reach that 160 weight, well, in terms of fight weight, before it got cancelled. And you wonder why. For me, it will probably get made, to be honest. I think Fury vs. Usyk will get made in the new year. And I think Huban Tunya vs. Conor Benn will get made on the 23rd of December in Abu Dhabi, probably. Because it would be a disgrace if it did get made in the UK, Huban vs. Benn, at Millennium Stadium, Cardiff, which has been rumoured about. Because, for me, the British board, for me, should already be sacked, in my opinion, for the way they've handled the situation. People say Conor Benn and Eddie Hearn. I think it's the British board for me. The British board. How the hell have they not been criticised with this situation? It baffles me, to be honest with you. When they are the governors of British boxing, and they should be saying to other commissions, "Don't let Conor Benn fight on your state and country. He has something to deal with us." But obviously, the Americans won't care. The Americans don't care. They'll give a license to anyone. And that is the problem with the sport of boxing, to be honest with you. And it's not an agenda. It's not an agenda that Conor Benn keeps saying. Go through the right process, right, and try and clear your name, which you can't. You can't clear your name on film through the drugs test, can you? So, if you can't do that, take your medicine, take the ban. For me, he's on test on for different now, Conor Benn, to be honest with you. He's on test on for different. And for me, I find it hard to forgive him now for the way he's behaved throughout this bloody process. Even if he does get cleared, it'll be okay. It is what it is. But it's yet the dark cloud way, Conor Benn, in my personal opinion. But yeah, it will probably get made. It will get made on 23rd December. Trust me, Huban vs. Benn, either in Abu Dhabi. It shouldn't be in the UK. If it is, there will be a massive one from me on the British board. From me, because at the moment the British board are letting the promoters won the pretty sport, and that has always been the case over the years. The promoters have been winning the sport, and that is not right at all. The promoters shouldn't be winning this sport for me. So that's my whole thing on the Huban vs Conor Benn. It's a fancy fight because the fathers fought each other, but both the fathers were natural in their weight, their respective weights. It's an absolute fart of a fight, to be honest with you, and it'd be an absolute beatdown if it did happen. Huban Jr. will absolutely, if it's all fair, by the way, if it's all fair, none of this taking truds and all that from Conor Benn. If it's all fair, Chris Huban Jr. absolutely at Chris Huban Jr.'s weight, catch weight at 160 or above, Chris Huban Jr. absolutely demolishes Conor Benn. Absolutely demolishes Conor Benn. But I don't want to see this fight. I don't want to see it. Chris Huban Jr. should be fighting for world titles, like he keeps saying. But on the other hand, Chris Huban Jr. always speaks about his poker and hotel mansions nonsense. Chris Huban Jr. Sometimes he is a charlatan, Chris Huban Jr. Like people have told him until he starts fighting for world titles, which he should be. He should be fighting Janabek. By the way, Janabek's no mud, by the way, but it's not a chance against him. He should fight Faith Charlo, who hasn't fought for like 3 years. Obviously, I'm on about Jamal Charlo, not Jamal Charlo, who just recently fought Canelo. There's two, and even fight Canelo Alvarez. Now I've mentioned him in a big fight in a UK stadium. Imagine that! Wow, he probably doesn't have a chance against Canelo Alvarez, but UK fight, imagine that. Groundbreaking. But both of them are in the father's shadows, always in the father's shadows, nowhere near the father's levels either. Both the fathers were world champions and achieved a lot of things in the sport. Both of them are nowhere near that level, and will never be anywhere near that level, in my opinion. And to end up, my previews for the fights this weekend: Mikael Lawal against Issac Chamberlain, and Jack Catterall against Jorge Linares, which is don't be understood, and Lawal Chamberlain's on Sky. We'll start off with Catterall against Linares. Good fight. It's a good fight for Catterall. It's a first big name for Jack Catterall since the Taylor fight. Jorge Linares, a former freeweight world champion as well. Obviously, he has now passed it now, so it'd be a good name to have on Jack Catterall's record, even though people will say Jack Catterall beat up and washed up Linares. But Linares has an 100% record against British opponents. So that is the danger for Jack Catterall, not to obviously overestimate him, just because of Linares' age. Jack Catterall has the age on him. So for me, I think Jack Catterall will win this fight. And try and get a title shot afterwards, or a potential rematch with Josh Taylor. Which there's going to be business to settle on that Josh Taylor rematch potentially, because of obviously what happened in the first fight between the both of them, where Catterall was robbed of being an undisputed champion. But for me, I see this fight being a late stoppage, between either a late stoppage or a points win. That's how I can see it going. I've done for a 10th round stoppage win for Jack Catterall. I think he'll eventually break Linares down one in the round where Linares will be holding on. But I think Linares will be more of a danger in the first half of the fight. But I think Catterall's fighty favourite, and I think Catterall breaks him down, and I think Catterall gets him out there in the 10th round and ends Linares' 100% record against British opponents. But he just won't be shocked if Linares wins because of his 100% record against British opponents. But I think Catterall needs to win, doesn't he? To have a world title shot, or to have a shot in a rematch with Josh Taylor. And the other fight this weekend that's taking place is Mikael Lawal against Issac Chamberlain, which was meant to be on the Shosha Barassi vs Dan C's card. But obviously that fight's been postponed due to Dan C's back injury, which is a real shame. I was looking forward to giving my opinions on that fight. And but yeah, for me, Mikael Lawal against Issac Chamberlain used to be friends, didn't they? they used to be friends. Now they're enemies. They're foes, and now they can't stand each other. This has been a fight in the making for the whole year, for the whole of this year. Mikael Issac Chamberlain's more active, even though he's only fought once this year, which was back in July time, back in the summertime. Well, Mikael Lawal hasn't fought in the year. So Champion, the activeness plays a part for me. Lawal needs a knockout, in my opinion. I think Lawal needs a stoppage to beat Champion. I think Champion can just easy outbox. Champion's way to win is to outbox Lawal and try and get a points win. It should be a cracking fight. Between these two. I think Mikael Lawal's way to win is by stoppage, while Champion's way to win is by a points victory and outboxing Lawal. It's done me a nip and tuck fight for me. It is a 50-50 for me. I have done just for the moment. I've just done for the activeness on Issac Chamberlain. He's had a weird career so far, Issac Chamberlain. He obviously lost that cracking fight against Chris Smith, who's now a world champion. He's had a weird career, Issac Chamberlain, hasn't he? He's had a weird career. Lawal is obviously... I think Lawal has the better boxing ability, but I think Champion has the activeness on his side, and I'm going to offer Champion to win on points. I'm going to offer Champion to nick out on points against Lawal, whether that's split decision or unanimous decision. I don't offer Chamberlain to win on points. I think it will be a close fight between them two. And I'm going to leave it there. From first side stream back. I mean, I just had the channel introduction for the one for the whole stream. But yeah, and that was and that is my first side stream. Been live for 2 hours. That was a channel introduction and a catch up on the Stone Odds with Catterall, Liverpool, England, F1, the darts and the boxing. Massive appreciation to everyone that tuned in. Richard Hutchinson, Dads, Mike Green, who else? Have I missed anyone else out? But yeah, massive appreciation to all of them that tuned in. I don't know when I'll be back with my next side stream. Might be back tomorrow if there's any news that place. It'll be more short, obviously. Then I'll be back. I'll be back next week with an live stream where next week's live stream will probably be more previews and reviews, and then Hooping Darts Championship preview as well, and any news that plays out. So every video I do will be live. So take care, stay safe. So yeah, massive appreciation to everyone tuning in. I need a twin now because my voice has probably been waffling on for almost 2 hours. And massive appreciation to everyone tuning in. Take care and see you later.